Hey guys, it's Madison
And Daniya
with another episode of Student Life. Today, we're going to talk about dress codes
and many more issues with school policy. As students ourselves, we're going to give our honest point of view and opinion,
while still elaborating on the opposing arguments. We read an article that was called You're Wearing That, School Dress Code. This article was explaining the mistakes and how teaching that certain outfits are a distraction. I think that this is creating a false narrative. In the article, the writer explains getting a letter in the mail, urgently explaining that from now on, spaghetti straps were not allowed for kindergarten through 6th grade students. Later learning in a meeting that the reason for the change was a little boy in 2nd grade had touched the bare back of another 2nd grade girl, and it was not consensual. The writer proceeded to raise the concern that banning halter tops and smaller straps won't stop boys from touching girls without their consent. A continuously brought up topic is that if women wear clothes deemed revealing and are assaulted or touched without their consent, that it was their fault because they should have covered up. One school came out and said, we're teaching them to dress professionally, but then they banned straps, tight pants, must have a long shirt over top, no sleeveless shirts, the 3-finger rule, etc. These rules don't include anything about business casual, slacks, or anything of the sort, and that's what I think about when I think professional.
There are also many other schools that discriminate against Black people and African Americans. This includes with them wearing coverings such as do-rags, bonnets, scarves, and hairstyles like dreads, braids, and locks. Schools give their opinion and don't allow these garments because they are gang-related. Students should be able to express themselves through their clothes and accessories. Clothes let people express their true selves. Many students protest to put an end against dress codes at their schools and all around the world. In Catholic schools, girls are required to wear skirts, even in the wintertime, leaving them too cold to concentrate. If students could wear what they wanted, they would feel better and concentrate better. Schools should help students instead of hurting them and give students freedom to choose. There is no proof to show how people dress affects how violent they are. Do jeans make students violent? That is stereotyping, and stereotyping can be very harmful and it's not good to stereotype people.
Well, after reading these articles that help point out the flaws of the dress code, we are still aware of the pros of having one. Because while most kids are respectable, some students will still possibly wear things that are not school appropriate, like with cuss words on them or etc. I think everybody could agree that there could be reevaluation of the dress code while not completely removing it.
I think a lot of these topics tie into dress codes that we wanted to talk about as well. Everyone has different learning styles and paces, which is why students feel academic pressure already. And some have trouble coming to school now. School doesn't come easy to everyone.
And everyone knows a student or students in their class that are completely disinterested in the class, not engaging. Maybe that's from burnout, depression, no motivation, or not being able to concentrate, let alone you don't know someone's home life. Which leads us to the unkind people at school, gender biases, lack of educators, teachers who are not involved themselves.
And more issues, school violence, bullying, safety, intruders, and anxiety, who can focus in an environment they don't feel safe in. And other issue overcrowded schools, racial discrimination, and disabled kids not getting proper education as promised. With lack of funding to schools, state and local defining certain policies, it creates different environments throughout.
So while your school or our school may not be defined by these things, some schools are. I think it is always good to stay educated on the topic and prepare yourself. Always be sure to be a safe place for the people around you, stand up for others, be kind, and do the right thing.
Thank you for joining us in this week's Student Life episode.